Make sure to like this video and subscribe. We post every single day of World Cup 2026 on home soil, in front of their own people, with an entire nation watching and praying. Mexico just played one of the most emotionally charged matches of World Cup 2026, and South Africa made absolutely sure it was not going to be easy. This was not just a football match. This was a statement, a battle, a moment. Stay with us, because this one had everything. Mexico, one of the three host nations of World Cup 2026, came into this match carrying the weight of an entire country on their shoulders. Playing at home gives you energy, passion, and the loudest crowd in the building. But it also gives you pressure, the kind of pressure that can break even the most inexperienced international sides. And South Africa? Bafana arrived at this World Cup as one of the most underestimated sides in the entire tournament. A nation that has been building quietly, patiently and purposefully for this exact moment. They did not travel thousands of miles to make up the numbers. Two nations, two dreams, one pitch. And from the very first whistle, it showed. The first half belonged to Mexico, and the crowd made sure every single player on that pitch knew it. Eltree pressed high, moved the ball quickly and created chance after chance in the opening 20 minutes. The home crowd were electric. The atmosphere inside the stadium was unlike anything we have seen at this World Cup so far. But South Africa held firm. Bafana's defensive organisation in that first half was nothing short of remarkable. Every time Mexico thought they had found a way through, South Africa shut the door. Disciplined, compact, brave, and on the counter, genuinely dangerous. The first goal, when it came, was pure Mexico, a move that started deep, built through the midfield, and finished with the kind end of clinical precision that reminded everyone exactly why the host nation belongs on this stage. The crowd erupted. The stadium shook, and Mexico led at halftime. South Africa came out for the second half like a completely different team. Whatever was said in that dressing room at halftime, it worked. Bafana pushed higher, pressed harder, and suddenly Mexico looked uncomfortable in a way they simply had not in the first half. And then it happened. South Africa equalised, and the silence that fell over that stadium was deafening. Tens of thousands of Mexican fans, suddenly completely quiet. This is what World Cup football does to you. This is why we watch. Mexico responded immediately. Eltree poured forward with everything they had. Substitutions were made. The crowd found their voice again, and the pressure on South Africa's goal became relentless. The second Mexico goal, the winner, was a moment of individual brilliance that this World Cup will not forget in a hurry. One touch, one decision, one finish, and the stadium absolutely detonated. Let us talk about what we actually saw tactically, because this match told us a lot about both sides. Mexico's pressing game in the first half was elite. High energy, high intensity, and perfectly organised. When El Tri press like that on home soil, they are genuinely one of the most difficult sides to play against in this entire tournament. But the second half exposed something. When South Africa disrupted Mexico's rhythm, El Tri struggled to reset. They became reactive instead of proactive. And at this level, against this quality of opposition, that is a dangerous habit to have. South Africa showed the world something important in that second half. Bafana can play. They can adapt. They can hurt you. And any team in the knockout rounds that underestimates them will pay a very heavy price. Watch South Africa. I am serious about this. They are not done at this World Cup. So what does this result mean? For Mexico, a home win at a World Cup is never just 3 points. It is validation. It is belief. It is the moment a nation stops hoping and starts believing. El Tri needed this. Their fans needed this. And the performance, despite the second half wobble, showed enough quality to suggest Mexico can go deep in this tournament. For South Africa, this was not a defeat. This was a coming out party. Bafana showed courage, quality, and character against a host nation in front of 60,000 hostile fans. That is not nothing. That is everything. The World Cup 2026 is alive, and it is beautiful. If you made it this far, you already know what to do. Like this video, subscribe to WC Daily 2026, and drop your World Cup to 2026 winner in the comments below. We post every single day of this tournament. No hype, no bias. Just football. Who goes further in this group, Mexico or South Africa? One answer only. Drop it below. Pultify.